your shoulder width apart, make a fist and make a loose fist, very loose. And you're going to take this is your left hand, and you're going to move your weight onto your right foot, and you're going to turn from the waist. You are not going to turn the hip, because if you do, the back leg collapses. So let's just do the legs first. Shift the weight across, shift the weight back middle. Shift the weight across, shift the weight back to the middle. Okay, so the hip isn't moving, neither is anything above it. Middle and then across. So this is a little bit like cloud hands. Same idea in the Tai Chi form. Shift the weight, back to the middle, shift the weight. Okay, so you're going to now go back to the middle, and now you're going to carry on to the right side. And as you arrive, you're going to settle and you're going to turn your shoulders but not your hips. So this shoulder is heading towards this hip, or if you like, towards the knee. It doesn't really matter. So we go to the middle, we're going to go to the left. So shift the weight and now turn your right shoulder towards your left hip and back. So we're now closing the gap between here and here, and then on this side in a minute. So when you sink across, close the gap. Now, you don't have to move this one. You don't have to try and get it to close this way, because you are already doing that by not turning the hip. Shift the weight and then turn the right shoulder towards the hip. Turn the left shoulder towards the hip. Turn the right shoulder towards the hip. Now you have to sit down for this. To a certain extent you have to sit down. This is very difficult if you don't sit down. Mainly because your lumbar spine is in the wrong position to do the move. Now then, the next thing about it is, if you stick your bum backwards like this, let me just get away from that keyboard. So you're here, and you shift across, and you turn with your bum sticking out. You almost can't turn. It's really, really difficult. So when you tuck your bottom very gently, you don't have to really force it. When you shift across, and now you can really turn. So we need to now use the lumbar spine correctly. This is, again, as I say, is cloud hands, and it's also this exercise. So there's your weight. We're going to the left, and you're going to bend the left knee, and you're going to turn right shoulder towards the left hip, and then you release and you come back. Now make sure your bum's tucked under the whole time. You never release that. So it's like you're sitting on a bench and you're sliding across the bench, and turn. Yeah. And turn. And turn one more. So now we need to look at what the legs do during this. So we shift across, you're going to turn this shoulder towards this hip, and this knee is going to not collapse inwards. You're going to allow it to feel like it's opening. In reality, it won't move at all. And so we're trying to keep the same shape the whole time within the legs. It's a riding horse stance. We're in a riding horse stance. We're going to shift the weight across and turn. We're going to try and maintain that riding horse stance, which is not that easy. Turn. Bottom's tucked under, turn. Now we're going to bring this fist up to the middle, and as you turn, don't move the arm independently, just turn the body. Bring the other one up. Shift the weight across, don't move the arm, just turn the shoulders. Yeah, lift the other one, turn the shoulders. Now you can let it release. Lift the other one, just turn the shoulders, and as you release the body, down goes that hand. Now, as this one goes down, this one lifts. So now come back to the middle, shift the weight across, turn, and as you release the going across there on your spine and on your leg, that happens. And then you're in the middle, and now you turn. And as you release the legs, you release the arms. Absolutely at the same moment. Turn, release. There's the release of the arms. Shift the weight across and turn and release. So the exercise looks as if you're doing this all the time. You know, you're actually moving your arms. The reality is you're not at all. You know, all you're doing is you are using the upper body to make the arms move, and this is cloud hands. So let's have a quick look at cloud hands. Come to width. Let's go on this side here. And you're going to come across and you're going to the middle. Now don't move your arms, just shift the weight across and turn. Okay? As you release the weight, bring the hands back to the middle, and by the time you get to here, this is smack in the middle, and it's going to remain in the middle. That's the whole point. So I now turn the body but actually this hand is still in the middle. I haven't moved it independently. Turn, and then you can let it go out as this one lifts. Come back to the middle. Turn. Yeah, this is still in the middle. It's still bang in the middle. And then you can let it go out to the side. So we get to that corner position there, one up, one down. It's really tempting to lift this one early. And then drop, and then middle, turn, drop. Now, what I want you to do is, as you do that change of the hands, I want you to put 100% of weight onto whichever side you're doing the hands. This will be left leg, this will be your right leg. So we're in the middle, shift the weight across, turn, don't do anything with the hands yet. Now it's going to be 100% now. This could lift. And now back to the middle. Get to the other side, turn, 100%. Now this could lift. Yeah, and back to the middle. Turn, 100% now. Press that foot into the ground. Press it down into the ground as you do that. Back to the middle. Turn the body. Now you're going to press the right leg into the ground. Press the right leg into the ground. This is now free. It can move. And that is the whole principle of cloud hands. You need to connect the upper body to the lower body whilst rotating from the waist without the hips. The hips are staying dead still.